Hi, we're off again.
We are indeed. Yeah, we're on off from Colmar, which is fairly sort of central eastern France, right near the German border.
It's quite an interesting area, isn't it? Because you get an influence of Germany and France mixed together.
Bit of Swiss.
So yeah, it makes it a very interesting area.
It is very nice, and of course big wine country.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, a lot of history.
Yeah. So up into the mountains today. We'll finalise once we're on the road, I guess, as you do, where we're going to end up. We're not going to go far today, I don't think, only about 40-50 miles. Just fancy we've spent 2 or 3 days in the towns now, so we're going to have a bit of countryside, perhaps a bit of walking, and hopefully a last couple of 3 days of fresh air before we wend our way towards Dieppe.
Yes, we do have an eye on a rather nice campsite that has an indoor pool.
Yes,
right next to a lake, so we might go and explore that.
Oh, yes. Bit of luxury, eh?
Bit of luxury. I mean, it's sort of 17-18 degrees at the moment, so an indoor pool, I quite fancy that idea.
Yeah. Would you sacrifice ice cream for indoor pool?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Sacrifice ice cream for indoor pool. Right.
Yeah, has to be done.
Okay, we're on the road. Bit of scenery for you, hopefully, and we'll see you when we get to the campsite.
See you soon, guys.
Well, it was time for a quick spot of lunch, and as you can see, we've even got the lights on coming up through these woods. We're climbing up from Colmar up into the Vosges mountains. Vosges, still not sure it's pronounced like that. Vosges, pronounced spelled V-O-S-G-E-S. Up into the mountains here. It's a lovely little spot. Everything's so green at the moment because we've obviously had quite a bit of rain through. But a little picnic spot, quick bit of lunch, and then we're only about 20 minutes away from our next intended stop, if they've got space there for us. And we'll show you that when we get there. But a very nice and simple little stop. Switch back in road, zigzagging all the way up the side of the hill here. But yeah, even had the lights on indoors. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Gas is off. Fridge is back onto battery. Tickety boo. Let's go. What a pleasant little spot. It's a site called Camping Domaine de Longemer, and it's got an indoor pool over there in the corner there, and then all this bit as well is a bit of a spa. Now there's a bit of the last week luxury before we head back to Blighty. Look at that though, isn't that a pleasant setting? It's slightly brighter than that rather rainy run-in that we had that you saw there. Got some little chalets over there. Let's give you a quick look round the site. Give you a feel for it. There's a plan of the site. As you can see, a fair few pitches down to where my thumb is, which is just behind there, which is right on the lake here. It worked out, where are we now? We are just coming to the end of May 2024, and we booked 3 nights here because we don't have to be back at Dieppe till just before the end of May, so we thought we'd have a bit of a chill out after all that craziness of DIYing and gosh knows what with our new little grandson down in the Morzine area. So we thought we'd come and chill here for 2 or 3 days. A bit of a heated pool, bit of a spa, bit of a general doss about, and that was £22 a night. So you can't really go wrong with that, can you? £22 a night. The pool is included, the 16 amp electric is included. I think there's Wi-Fi here included, but we've obviously got it on board. And the spa is extra. So if, for example, to give you an idea of cost of the spa, if you wanted a couple of hours in the spa, it's about €20 a head. So about €40 for a couple of hours. Or if you wanted to pay a bit more, about €30 a head, you could sort of have it to yourself and book a private spa. So generally a number of options, together with of course a few treatments as well in there if you also wanted that, massages, etc. But of course right up in we're a fair way up. I think we're about 3,000 feet up at the where we are here. So a very nice spot up in the mountains as opposed to Colmar, which was down in the flat of the Rhine Valley. So there we go, there's the main gate. Very nicely done too, quite a new building as well by the looks of it. They have got a restaurant as well, snacks, a little bar. Very nice too. Reception was very nice, very friendly staff in there. Can see them advertising ice creams. Nicky will be very pleased about that. And a change of owner, which is being advertised there. I'll take you around the side here. Pizza, takeaway pizzas, which is always nice. An open terrace here, but then obviously some covered bits as well. They've got here, as you can see, which we might also have a mess around with later, got a games room there. There you go, a bit of table football, a little bit of pool. And I think round here will be the pool, yeah. Can't quite see it through there. If I can get you a better look at that, I will do. The pool there, and then a bit further up is the spa. But of course, as I was saying, that change from Colmar and the urban site there up into the mountains, we're only about 40-50 odd K up into from Colmar, but you could be a million miles away. It's very different, as you saw on the run up. Lovely change of scenery into those beautiful pine forests, and deciduous in fact forests, to bring you up onto up eventually to this what would be a ski area in winter. There's a few ski lifts zigzag that we passed on the way here, and a place that's pretty high up in the mountains here. Absolutely lovely. It's a very very popular area for hiking. If any of you use FatMap, which is a good sort of hiking app, then you'll see that there's a stack of walks around here, linking different little lakes and viewpoints and goodness knows what. So a really good mix of walking and of course for cycling. All the way around the lake here there's a separate coned off cycle lane so that you're not fighting with the traffic and everything. Very nice, very nicely done in fact. So if you bring your bikes with you, or indeed a Peggy the scooter equivalent, who's back at home at the moment, not with us, but if you're certainly bringing that, then some lovely rides around here too. And there we go, there's the lovely lake. So we came in along the lake shore from that way, but over that direction there's a sort of pedalo and kayak hire, so you can go for a potter out on the lake. I think you can buy a day fishing tickets here as well. So generally lots to do. But to give you a better idea of the layout, let's get the drone up and this is what it looks like from above. Chapel you probably saw from the air there. Just started a little bit of rain again, but still a lovely scene. So there you go, there's a bit of a closer up. You can hire your pedalos and you can hire some little electric boats and paddle boards as well. Paddle boards, 19 euros an hour. These are the electric boats, 37 euros. The pedalos, 23 euros an hour. Looks like you pay a bit extra if you wanted one with a slide as well. Hours of fun out there, couldn't you? Hours of fun. And it looks like in season we're in that funny time where we're sort of just out of the ski season by a few weeks, and of course July's French holiday season, and we're now just coming up towards the end of May, so it's a sort of limbo period that we've if you've watched our films before, you'll see May, early June is often a bit like this. Probably some of the people that run these places are taking their holidays now before it goes crazy again. But yeah, looks like they've got little snack bars and whatever else around the lake here. Yeah, more boats, more pedalos. You name it, and there's just going off between the buildings there. You've got the sort of perimeter path that takes you all the way around, foot, bike, whatever you choose. And there are, incidentally, we're just literally over the top here, the start of our campsite there that we chose. We chose that because it had the pool, indoor pool, and the spa bit for a bit of luxury. But there are 2 or 3 other sites dotted along which also looked really nice. Don't think they had pools, but they look really nice. Some lovely pitches for mohos there and all for camping. So a really good spot, and obviously, look, by the looks of it, quite a popular spot for travellers. The old trusty faithful again. Bit of green Thai curry sauce, bits of chicken, a few mushrooms, lob and onion in there, bit of seasoning with rice. Absolutely lush. Bit steamy in here as well, isn't it? Extractor on. Well, first night, couldn't get any better, could it? Views out. Views out are lovely. Very nice too. This'll do me for a couple of days. Nikki beavering away there on the laptop, busy on her latest project, which we'll tell you a bit about when the time comes. Day 2, that's a bit better. Rosie the moho hiding in the trees. Bit of sun, bit of cloud. Nice and warm. Very nice too. Just gonna potter off around the lake, have a look round. We'll let you know how far it is. Lovely stroll round. So quiet this morning. Look at that, isn't that lovely? A fish down there. How clear that water is.
Oh, look, a nice photo.
Wow. What a peaceful scene. Don't fall in. If you go down in the woods today. It is. Very nice. All those meadow flowers. There's another one. We're sort of a third, halfway along the lake. Camping Les Jonquilles. Jonquilles, that was another. It's another one on the edge of the lake there. It goes right down. Pitches and stuff go right down to the edge of the lake there. Hence they divert us up and along this road bit, which is also nicely done as well. So you've got the cycle track over there, tarmac, segregated from the traffic, and this side for pedestrians or cycling. Very nicely done if you want a leisurely potter around the lake. There you go, it's a bit more of the lakeside pitches there of Camping Jonquilles. And yet another one, Camping du Lac, at the other end. So we're right at the other end, right in the distance there. You can see the pedalos and the stuff we were at last night. So you're definitely spot for choice here, with some really nice moho spots to spend a day or two exploring. Very well marked walking trails around here as well. Hopefully get to go up one of the mountains tomorrow, or one of the sides tomorrow, to a lake that's higher up. Little nuthatch just making his way up the tree there. Right around the other end, and some more pedalos.
An actual beach, look.
Yes, it's like a little mini beach, isn't it? Lovely, with all these trees right down to the edge. Well, in fact, they're both open today. So, just probably because we were late on in the evening yesterday, but they're actually both open. And that was, what was that? About 3 miles around the lake, a bit short of an hour. Yeah, lovely little stroll that. Some little barbecues there as well on the side. Fancy having a little cook up in the evening. Look at that, mower man's out. They look after the site really well. There are, incidentally, we were £22 a night. That's actually the most expensive. There are sort of 2 levels below that as well, so you can, so really good value. Pick where your budget fits, and it is a nice little site to stay at. There's those little chalets and tents again, and then they've actually got some full-on 3-bed sort of chalets, which I think in peak season for a week were about €1,100 to hire a sort of 3-bed place. A bit Centre Parks-ish, with those wooden lower and upper floors as well. Right, so let's go find where I put the van. Over there, I think. Nikki went missing for a while. Look where I found her. Of course, it's got to be an ice cream.
I remain silent.
We just walk the other way now from the lake into the little settlement of, I think it's pronounced Zonrupt, Longemer, which, so we're walking almost right through that village stroke town. There's a lovely little stream that we're following. The town is up, as you can see, through the trees on both sides of us. Very quiet little settlement. What a lovely sound. Never get sick of the sound of water, do you? suppose unless it's pelting rain, but when it comes to things like this, lovely. Look at that. Let's take you down a little bit further. There's a few more just over the brow there. I think we've got a little waterfall there. Wow. Look at that. That is beautiful. What a little gem that is. Don't jump! Wow. Who's afraid of heights? Straight off the edge here. All because the lady loves. Who remembers that? Beautiful. Look at it babbling down through the woods down there. Gorgeous. Nice little benches here. Very a very quaint little spot for a sit down, a picnic probably. Well, back at base camp. What a lovely walk through the little village that was. Oh, I suppose you could almost call it a town, but it was very, very nice. Little waterfalls, a few little shops, not much though. Not much in the way of sort of grocery stores or anything like that, so make sure you've stocked up before you come all the way up here. There is a little shop in there, but with a few basics, but I didn't even see milk or anything in there, so yeah, just in case, come prepared. A few more arrivals since we've been away. And certainly drying out a bit as well. After all that rain that we came through yesterday. Look at that, that's like a converted delivery lorry over there, isn't that great? Fantastic. Well, it's day 3. Of course, the advantage, or disadvantage perhaps, of not bringing Peggy is that we have to walk everywhere. Albeit Peggy would have a bit of a challenge up here, but yeah, we're wandering up from the site, and we've done a right, heading up through this wood here, and hopefully we're going to come out near a lake a little bit further up, smaller one, but lovely again.
You're very steep.
It is.
I'm just checking my watch that I don't go beyond my safety limit, heartbeats wise. I'm well within.
Yeah, true that. Good old climb. But hopefully a view at the top. And a good old friendly app.
Yeah, it's called the Merlin app, if you haven't already heard of it. It's great. It detects birds by sound. So far we've detected the chaffinch, a blackcap and a chiffchaff. And if we go quiet for a second, we might get something else. You never know. No, the chiffchaff seems to be the most... Oh! Yeah, no, the chiffchaff seems to be the most dominant at the moment.
Yeah, blackbird's dropped in as well.
Oh, we've got a blackbird.
Yeah, I can hear him in the background.
Interesting though, the blackcap.
Yeah, and on all the trails, they have lots of little markers. So we are following the Green Cross trail. There was 4 or 5 different routes when we turned off the road. So again, that's they're really well set out, very well signposted, even though you're in the middle of nowhere. Look at that, fallen over, been there for years. Lovely bit of mossy growth on there.
It's end of May, and where's the snow line? Feels like we should have got there by now.
Yeah, yes, a little bit more, I think. Are we there yet? Well, I think we're getting towards the top, but we're definitely earning our tea, that's for sure. Not sure what tea is yet, but definitely earning your tea now. In fact, probably followed by you know what. Well, got to a big junction in the paths, and then right down there, down through the trees there, you can see the little lake there, but we're carrying on up. As you get a big confluence of all the different paths through the forest. But we still have a bit more climbing to do. If we can get a view of that, the lake down there, I'll see if I can put something up on the screen. But as you can see, just stacks of paths. I think we are going up. Oh, you can just see it. Little glimpses through the trees. There is a car park there, so we could have driven up here, but you know, it's not quite. No. I said there was only footpaths up here. Lovely, but we've still got some more climbing to do. Not too much though, looks like the horizon's in sight. More trail markings, and then on the trees over there and on the trees over there. A maze of footpaths, but I'm pleased to tell you that we're probably at our high point now, and everything else could be down. That was a fair old climb. Right, the other thing I was going to show you was an app. Let's just turn out the glare. Was an app called FatMap. It's a free app, and it's really to highlight all the footpaths and cycleways, bridle paths, the lot in any area where you are. I'm still using the free version, I have done for a couple of years now, and as you can see, all the little green dots and green dashes are represent paths of varying sizes. So quite a useful little app. There is a paid version where you can you've got the ability to do more route planning. It's a bit like a FatMap for walking, in other words, or some other features if you paid a subscription for it. But the freebie has been pretty good, to be fair, for the last year or so. And quite a good little app to have. It needs obviously a phone signal to pick up, but there is an ability, if you say wanted to do a basic route, to download it to your phone before perhaps you go offline in a remote area. So a useful little app for walking, really anywhere and everywhere. Saves you trying to route out a map of wherever you get to in your travels. Nikki's been back on her bird app. What's the app called?
It's called the Merlin app.
Merlin app.
And it listens for birds. So just now we heard a wood warbler, a robin, and a goldcrest.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
Lovely. Merlin app. There you go, guys. I can hear the robin.
Yeah. Seems like quite loud, the robin.
Lovely, a wood warbler and a goldcrest. I'd like to see both of those. Oh, here we go. The Roche de Vieux-Cheval. It looks like, well, I think we're about to get a view, guys. All that climbing worth it. Oh my word. Whoa. Wow, now wasn't that worth it? I tell you, we're higher than the drone was the other night. Albeit couldn't quite beat that rainbow shot. Wow, that was a bit of luck getting the rainbow reflection. But the lake here, which of course we're looking down on, which is Longemer, it is supposed to be renowned for, when it's really calm and still, for reflection photography, if that's something for you. But and to give you an idea of geography wise, that's that second site that we walked along, and then just coming into view down the end of the lake there, well, you remember, don't you, from the aerial shots, that's where we've walked from that site there. But isn't it a lovely spot? The Vosges mountains are lovely Lovely spot. This is night 3 coming up, and it's been absolutely lovely and quiet. Even though there's quite a few people moved on site on Saturday, Sunday today, it's still, we picked up a few neighbours, but still quiet overnight and very pleasant sight. Well, to finish it off, it had to be done, didn't it? And we were right up the top of that one somewhere when we showed you that amazing view back down to the lake. About 4.5 mile round walk that, but we certainly gained a few feet and lost a few feet, that's for sure, but not bad. Out from the campsite just over there. Well, camping Lac De Longemer or something like that, but it was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, really nice. I loved it here. Fantastic. There's lots to do. I mean, if the weather had been better, we'd have probably gone swimming in the lake. We may have taken a boat out, or if we'd have brought our kayak, we'd have gone kayaking as well. As it is, we've only spent 3 nights here, but you could easily spend a lot longer here. There's so much more. There's many more walks to explore, lots of activities, walking, cycling. It's just been fantastic. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah. Good stop indeed. The spa incidentally was a little bit less than I said. It should have been, I thought, 21 euros a head, but it turned out to only be 25 GBP overall, so 30 euros. So 25 thereabouts, and for that we went in about midday. You get about 1 hour and a quarter, but top tip. She said if you go in at midday, then everybody goes for their lunch, staff-wise. Not long after that, so you'd actually get till 2 o'clock. So if you're coming here, book the 12 o'clock slot. Couple of hours, very nice. Indoor, outdoor jacuzzi, steam room, sauna. Very nice chill out for a couple of hours.
Very pleasant. Yeah, free tea and coffee as well.
Yeah, some basics in the shop here. As you probably saw on some of the signs there, do pizzas, few snacks, some nice local grub, home cooked food. So yeah, very pleasant. So tomorrow, well, we'll let you know what's happening tomorrow when we get there. We will see you on the road as we start to wend our way back towards Dieppe.
Yes, and if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do. It's free, and we'd love to have you on board for all our other films as well.
Absolutely. So we'll see you very soon, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye now.
Bye now.